Imagine black and white images, a crowded concert hall, young people dancing, the sound of electric guitars filling the air. This is America in the 1950s. Young people are out in the streets, a brand new kind of music, never heard before, is playing on the radios, and at that very moment, history is about to be written inside a concert hall. So what really happened at the first rock and roll concert in America? Who was on stage? And why could the young people who experienced that night never forget it? Today, we're going to talk about how just a few notes and a few screams turned into a massive revolution. If you're ready, let's turn our time machine back to the 1950s. Rock and roll actually emerged from the combination of blues and country music. But at that time in America, this music was seen as somewhat dangerous for young people. Adults considered it destructive, and some even called it immoral. One of the first major rock and roll concerts took place in Cleveland in 1954. The group on stage was Bill Haley and his Comets. As soon as the music started, young people couldn't stay in their seats. They began dancing, and the concert hall quickly transformed into a completely different atmosphere. Those concerts weren't just about music. There was also a serious cultural clash. Young people were dancing, having fun, and feeling free, while some parents and adults were completely shocked. The police and the media often described rock and roll as immoral music. Newspapers ran headlines like "Rock and Roll Scandal." The songs, rhythms, and dances on stage were unusual for that era, and this divided people into two sides. During this period, not only Bill Haley, but also names like Chuck Berry and Little Richard emerged. These artists didn't just make music. They changed youth culture itself. Dance styles, clothing, hairstyles, all of it was shaped by rock and roll. Young people said they felt truly free for the first time. With the spread of radio and television, rock and roll quickly spread across all of America. After that first concert, the number of concerts increased. Records began to sell, and rock and roll became not just a music genre, but a full cultural revolution. Record stores, dance halls, and concert venues were filled with young people. Of course, not everything was smooth. At some concerts, crowds got out of control, and some songs were banned on the radio. Rock and roll shook families, the media, and society as a whole. But no matter what, the music didn't stop. On the contrary, it grew even stronger. When we look at it today, we can still see the influence of rock and roll everywhere. Concerts, festivals, music videos. Many music genres such as rock, pop, and punk emerged thanks to rock and roll. A huge musical history, stretching from Elvis Presley to today's artists, all began with that first step. That first rock and roll concert was not just a night when a few songs were played. It became the voice of youth in America, a symbol of freedom and change. But what if that concert had never happened? Would rock and roll have spread so quickly? Maybe the music world we know today would be completely different. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.